Yeah, I gotta say, Kieran. I mean, you think you're tired, right? I've been up. I only got to bed at like 4:30
Mm.
last night, right? Because I was doing a 6-hour Among Us session with Dan from Tesseract again last night on Twitch.
And I was raging on FIFA 21 on Weekend League. I don't know which one causes more rage in the grand scheme of things.
But
Probably.
it was hilarious because Dan was getting more and more progressively drunk on gin as the evening wore on, and he would just ended up just playing Linkin Park songs out loud and just like singing along to them. It was
Ah,
amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of big anniversaries in terms of like classic metal, classic metal albums.
Well, it is a classic now, really. I mean, it's 20 years old, Hybrid
It's
Theory.
so strange to think now, isn't it?
yeah.
That these albums that we grew up like White Pony by Deathtones a couple of weeks ago turned 20, and they re-released it. And obviously, the new Deathtones album is the best thing they've done since White Pony.
I absolutely agree with you.
Mm.
I think Koi no Yokan, for me, is still my personal favorite. But in terms of like records, their overall output, it's definitely up there for me.
And
Stands amongst the giants, you know.
one of my favorite things ever is to like, but I'm going to borrow a term from the That's Not Metal podcast. So expect insider references because, I'm basically the sixth member of the clique. So it's a shoot, brother.
Yeah.
I love taking the mick out of Billy Bullet Belts for hating on, desperately hating on Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park because it is a fantastic album.
Mm.
The only time I ever saw that band live was when they did it at Download 2014.
I didn't go that
That
year.
is
I went
that.
to. We both went to Sonosphere instead, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that is honestly my biggest regret is just not ever getting to see Linkin Park live, and because I was hoping to get it for like a birthday gift or whatever, and I think my mum got me something else instead, and I think that was the worst betrayal she could have ever done.
The best of Welsh Valley choir singers or something.
Because I remember, like getting Hybrid Theory for my birthday, and ever since then, I think that is one of the only rock bands or metal bands that my mum has ever taken a liking to, besides like Green Day, for example. I don't know what it was. She says she doesn't like screaming or anything like that, but when it comes to Linkin Park, there's exceptions.
Would you guys honestly say Linkin Park are arguably the biggest metal band of all time?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Just in terms of popularity, right? Because everyone knows Linkin.
I agree with that by all means, but I still think Metallica is arguably the biggest.
In the world where Metallica songs are like being lauded in the same breath as Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones as classics, I don't think Linkin Park get that kind of recognition across the board. Like you wouldn't see Rolling Stone go, "Oh yeah, in the end, it's one of the greatest songs ever written," even though it fucking well is. It's an amazing song. It's a song that inspires feelings of hope in people that are going through depression. And I think the biggest and best thing about Linkin Park was kind of highlighting those issues in a time 20 years ago when it was quite toxic in mainstream society to talk about those issues.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of what I was kind of meaning to get at with that, what I said just then was kind of more their crossover appeal, because I don't think even Metallica get played that much on mainstream radio, whereas you turn on Radio X and every now and then it's In the End or Numb, it's relentless how the mainstream has embraced Linkin Park more than Metallica. I think it's.
But what's the conversion rate of that compared to Metallica? Do people like I don't know, like I've seen, Metallica of headline, well, not headline, sorry, they've been at like, is it Live Aid that they were at Wembley? Gigs like that at TwitchCon, just at Glastonbury, Reading. I don't really think that it's really like I don't want to say like Linkin Park. I don't know. I'm getting lost with my words now.
But we have Michael in the chat again. You're right, pal. Linkin Park, he says, are probably the biggest metal band of Generation Y.
Yeah,
No,
so
There is an argument for that.
so a demographic, yeah, of course.
when I love Linkin Park, but they are the kind of music that gets played over anime OTCs.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
Like,
either
I reflect on them. It's like, oh, another Linkin Park song from 2003.
You know what?